Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys the more mediocre end of Akazamzarak. Akazamzarak is a hero that I would say has been one of the worst in Battlegrounds history, and the fun part about that is that Akazamzarak actually came out when Battlegrounds came out. He has missed a few periods because they knocked him out, and you think he was bugged in one or two cases, but he's in the game. He's not all that different, but his buddy spices everything up. His buddy puts secrets into play off of a death rattle. And this creates cases where if beasts are in, and only if beasts are in, you can play it and basically get the ultimate token build in Battlegrounds. There is literally nothing that has a 100% chance to win against this build. Simply because when you have a macaw and you have like a taunt, and you have, the buddy in play with a Baron, the macaw can get 4 secrets each time, and one of those can be redemption, which can trigger on the macaw. You can literally have an infinite loop if you're lucky enough. The other fun part about this is witnessing this all unfold is just an unbelievable time waster. And when it comes to Battlegrounds, I just find that to be hilarious. So I have been regularly picking Akazamzarak, and even though you might not get too lucky sometimes, there's always a chance. Take a look. Nah, we got beasts in Akazamzarak. We're playing this one out. Oh, I got raided. Oh, Coles, thank you very much.
On your
Appreciate
mark, get set, go!
Let's go. I use like a Sennheiser headset. It's a good headset, but it's very expensive. Unless you're a streamer, I probably wouldn't buy it.
Play your best out there.
I haven't actually used the normie headset for a while. I wonder if it caught up with like microphone quality or not. I think microphone quality, a lot of it is like analog stuff. I don't know how much of it is digital.
I'll hold him in the penalty box
So yeah,
for
it's possible it can't really get that much better. That would actually be a pretty big piece of technology, right? If they were able to get away from like analog sound components. Normie headsets are too busy adding LEDs rather than improving microphones.
You're a star athlete, friend.
Do you know that like desk microphone that most streamers use? It's called the Shure SM7B, I believe. Yeah. Do you know when this microphone came out?
So, what's the score?
1970. I know some of you guys are probably like, yeah, no way, Kripp.
Gotta build up a team somehow.
Michael Jackson, known as the microphone that he used to record, first introduced in 1973. He recorded his tracks on it. The microphone everyone uses is a 50-year-old microphone. It's because quality sound components are still analog. There's no like digital revolution in sound.
I've been keeping score. You
And
are good.
the main technological improvement that we've actually experienced is largely digital.
You'll get 'em
There's no
next
such thing
time,
as digital
sport.
sound, right? But that's what I said. If there was a way to digitize sound, it would be like a real revolution. But yeah, that's probably why the microphone on your headset still sucks, because they got to keep it under like $100 for people to buy it. And a sucky headset mic is still pretty okay for like gaming, but yeah, if you stream, it's usually not very good. With AI voice, you could see digital sound taking off. That's interesting. You might be right about that. We might be on the cusp of it. Oh, Wordle? Let's do Wordle Gamba after. Next game, I'll do Wordle Gamba.
Game, set, and match. That was a good play.
Yeah, I could fill gaps, yeah. So there's a few interesting things.
I've been keeping score. You are
Some crappy
good.
monsters. No one really cares about that. Oh yeah, so they say like the PvP stuff, it's like a zone, and you gotta like get this currency and like refine it while other players try to steal it from you. So you could play, you could like grind up in PvP basically.
Let me try again.
Which as a concept might be pretty good actually. Okay, oh, growing your power. Here's the interesting stuff. So okay, that's not interesting. This is interesting. So the Paragon system. So it looks like you actually get quite a lot of stats from your Paragon systems. You get glyphs. That's interesting. And they have notables. You connect your Paragon boards, and then you navigate the skill tree that you create, and you can rotate the Paragon boards. So remember what I told you guys, that this is possibly as complex as the Path of Exile skill tree? Well, I don't know for a fact that it is. But remember when Quinn is like, this game is for babies? Obviously, this is a little bit more interesting
I think a medal is in your
than he
future.
thought, at least. +5 strength. I mean, PoE has tons of those. It's not really what you look at. You look at the customizability. And the customizability is very high. Okay, I could have won. Well, I could have. So anyway, the Paragon stuff's really interesting, but basically the endgame dungeons,
You'll get
that
it
is
next time, sport.
that is an L. Terrible mechanic. Yeah, that means a lot of running pointlessly.
I think a medal is in your future.
So that video wasn't, I mean, it was a good video. It was a really good video in terms of how it was produced, but in terms of the information that we got from it, I think it's bad news for the game. Those are not good mechanics in my opinion. You have a mount. I would rather not have a mount and not have to run enormous distances to spam dungeons. I whine about everything, it'll be fine.
Play fair and you'll catch up.
I mean, yeah, it's not like
Good pick.
GG game is terrible now or anything like that.
My dragon wrath is yours.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it here. A lot of dungeons are kill all of the 300 monsters to fight the boss. Right. A lot of them are that.
Keeping score is a lot of work, but
You have to do those now. That sucks. Divine Cobra.
My dragon wrath is yours.
Alright. Why would they actually spend time on endgame systems? I think Diablo 4 has, okay, outside of the automatic level scaling, which I really don't like, but I think they were dead set on making the game that way because it's literally the most core mechanic that leads into every other mechanic. There's zero chance they're scrapping the level scaling. I hate that crap. That's never going away. Now, if we ignore that part exists, I think the game's pretty good. And I think a lot of the problems they have are fixable. And if they fix them, the game is very good.
I've been keeping score.
But with the amount of time they have until launch, there's no shot they're fixing all the stuff they need to fix to make it very good. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, the level scaling. Yeah, that's not gonna go away. You can't ignore level scaling, you hate it so much. Well, once you get to really high level, you can kind of ignore it at that point. They want a level system, so like Drooling Noob A, that's like level 36, can team up with like some kid from his school who's like level 9. And then the level 9 kid's playing a Sork with Chain Lightning is like, hey, this game's so easy. And then level 36 playing a Barb, he's like, what the hell, bro? And then that's how they get like the other kid who's like level 9 to play forever. That's basically it. Okay. That's why they have that trash in there. Oh yeah, Razorgore exists. Anyway. Alright, bro. Kinda like that.
You ought to fill out your team.
Bibliox.
Trust in the light. Harness your rage.
I've been keeping score. You are
It's like the mid core players. Especially ones that like level a lot of different characters, they're gonna hate it. In Guild Wars 2 has actually done pretty well. It's not the same. I don't think you guys understand the system in Diablo.
Play fair and you'll catch up.
Let me try again.
A strong athlete.
Okay, so in Diablo 4, it's not like sometimes when you level you get weaker. Every time you level up, you get weaker. Except for like level 5 or something when you unlock a core skill, and like maybe like level 20 when you unlock an ultimate. Every other time your character levels up, the mobs scale to your new level, but they scale like 10-20% HP and damage, and one skill point does not give you that amount of power. So except for like 2 times at low level, every other level up you get your character gets weaker. That is just fundamentally a really frustrating mechanic. That does not happen in Guild Wars, okay? Certainly things I don't like about Guild Wars, alright? But the level scaling in Guild Wars is actually okay. It's a decent system.
Game, set, and match. Good pick.
I don't really need any 6s.
You're pushing your luck, little Finn.
Mobs get stronger, but while they only get stats, you get stats, skill points, item progression. You don't get weaker. No. When you level, you don't get stats. When you level, you get 1 skill point. There's only like 2 times in the character's life cycle where that skill point gives your character more power than how much stronger the mobs get. The mobs scale to your level. You get stronger by finding and upgrading items. But the very simple act of leveling, 98 times out of 100 will make your character weaker.
Goes wild. Good play. Here's your coin.
In the light. Harness
I think I'm just gonna spam roll for Baron next turn. Yeah, it's not an issue once you're like level 90 or something. That's what I said. Yeah, it doesn't matter that much for like hardcore players. It doesn't that much. Actually, it's probably a good thing for terrible players. But for players that are like mid-core, I think they're gonna get hit by that. Like the guy that plays lots of alts, it's just the constant frustration.
You're a star athlete, friend.
How can they make low-level zones relevant if they're not scaling? What do you mean? The entire endgame is going to be running dungeons. They scale to your level anyway. They can just keep that. They can just have dungeons scale to your level. They can just have nightmare sigils scale to your level. And nothing else. And that would work out pretty okay. But it's an open world game. Is it though? even if you're just doing Nightmare Sigils. I mean, the Loot Pinata boss's part, I guess. I'm dead. I got ice block, it's fine.
How's the game going? You ought to fill out your team. You ought to fill out your team.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this.
You're a star athlete, friend.
Okay, yeah, not bad. I still have a splitting image, so... I think that guarantees a win. There's no way it's 70 to lose. There's almost no RNG there.
Game, set, and match. Make sure to recruit some champions. Gotta trade them out now and then.
Hello again? Or is this the first time?
You ought to fill out your team. I think a medal is in your future.
Oh, that might not be fine. Could redeem like for a really long time though. Oh no, I lost it already. That sucks. This could be a double redemption though. It can redeem and come back. Oh, it didn't. I think that is a redemption. Oh no, it's not. Oh my god, that's so unlucky. Yeah, I think I actually lose here. I think if I snipe the Baron like right now, maybe there's a chance. Yeah, one single redemption on that. There's no ice block. The percentage is useless. Like the last one was nearly 100%, and it told me like 70 to lose. At least I wasted time. True, maybe he conceded. It's possible, right? Yeah, I don't believe that at all. I think I was pretty likely to win, actually.